and Fran podcast present Sketchibit, the sketch show written by you.
Well, comic relief came and went, and I feel guilty that as charity fundraisers, we didn't raise any money.
We need to tackle the real issues that affect society. Homelessness, poverty, disease. It's had its day. We should focus on those in genuine difficulty, like famous people who have had it tough.
Exactly. I read that Star Wars creator George Lucas is down to his last $5 billion. How about we create a music benefit concert to raise funds for him and call it Lucas-Aid?
Isn't that like our fizzy energy drink?
That doesn't matter. It's got the word aid in there. If we do it right, we could be looking at another Live Aid.
Would we get publicity? Become famous?
Hell yeah! Just look at the love that was heaped on Bob Geldof and Midge-Ure after they organised Live Aid.
Who's Midge-Ure?
You don't know who Midge-Ure is? He was the lead singer with a band, Ultravox.
Never heard of them.
You must have. They had that massive hit, Vienna. Remember, it goes, "Oh, Vienna." Da, 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 you know.
This means nothing to me. I should really know that song, bearing in mind that in the late 80s I was in a boy band with my identical twin brother. We used to write songs about soup.
I didn't know that. What were you called?
Broth. Anyway, you can talk about musical ignorance. You can't even name Spandau Ballet's biggest hit.
This much is true. So, what do you think about my charity idea then?
How about we scale it down a bit and help a British-based celebrity instead? We could organise a TV special for Bear Grylls. He must be so skint he can't even afford a pint. Saw him drink his own piss last week. We could call it Bear Grylls Extreme Survival in Multi-Story Car Parks.
Saving lives on so many levels.
Do you have a nasty cough that just won't go away? Do you feel like your throat is on fire? Do your tonsils need TLC? If so, it's time to tell your cough to 4Cough. 4Cough. Available without prescription. Always read the label.
Evening, sir. Welcome to Teaser's Gentleman's Club. Cheers. I'm really looking forward to getting a lap dance from a fit girl. Ow! What's you punch me for? Sorry, sir, but this is a politically correct lap dance club. You can't refer to the girls as fit. The PC word is terminally attractive. Terminally attractive? I don't believe this. So how many lap dancers you got working tonight? Ah, God, what have I said now? Not called lap dancers anymore. The PC term is exotic rhythmical entrepreneurs. That's political correctness gone mad. So would I be able to sit with the girls and have a little snog? There's no touching the girls, or it'll exert negative pressure on your most treasured possessions. I'll give up. What does that mean? It's the PC term for I'll kick you in the bollocks. Okay. You must be the roughest bouncer I've ever met. PC term is door administrative regulatory bureaucrat. Might have known. Okay then, sir. So, you'd like a terminally attractive, exotic rhythmical entrepreneur to perform erotic rhythmical movements around your person. Oh, that's it. I suppose PC term for me would be a person engaged in non-traditional interests of a salacious nature. No, sir, we still refer to you as a sad, repulsive, slimy, desperate, perverted bellend. Now, in you go.
Good morning, you're through to the job centre. Malcolm speaking, how can I help?
Alright, mate. Yeah, what it is, I'm supposed to sign on today, but I can't make it.
Oh, can you expand on that?
I can't make it.
Can I take your name and date of birth, please?
Yeah, Jackson Lee, 31st of October 1998.
Thank you, and what's the problem? Why can't you come in?
Well, yeah, me nana's died.
Sorry to hear that. I'm just checking your record here, and seems she died 2 weeks ago as well.
And that was my nana. This is me nana.
That's the same, isn't it?
Nah, my nana with two ends died this fortnight. My nana, one end, died last fortnight.
I see. And what about your 4 other nanas who've passed away in the last 3 months?
Well, they weren't my nanas.
It says on your record.
Well, they was me grannies. It's different altogether.
Right. You've also missed quite a few restart appointments with us as well. It says here you couldn't attend on the 7th because you had an interview?
Well, that's right.
As a bra fitter?
I didn't get the job though, did I? Lady said my behaviour at the interview was wholly inappropriate and had me ejected by security.
Unfortunate.
Storm in a D-cup.
Now, you also failed to attend the rearranged appointment. It says here you were unwell.
Yeah, the trots.
Yes, there's a fit note from a Dr. Pepper written on the back of a betting slip that states, Jason had the for kits. I have to say, Mr. Lee, that you appear to fail to attend almost all of your mandatory appointments with us. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to bring in some evidence of your nana's passing.
Like what?
A toe?
Yeah, I would, but what it is she lost her legs below the knee in a jet ski accident in Skegness.
We'll class this as a domestic emergency then and process your benefit as normal.
Great.
But you must attend next fortnight at your signing on time.
Yeah, I'll try, but my granny's on her last legs.
Then make sure she doesn't jet ski.
Right, that's £15 for your newspaper bill. You take care. Hello, love.
Hi.
What are you after today? You look like a film fan. No! Don't tell me. Cars. Racing cars. I'm right, aren't I?
Well, yes, but...
I knew it. I used to be quite into Formula One myself. There used to be some lovely looking drivers back then when I watched it. What was the name of that 1970s Austrian driver? Nicky...
Louder?
What was the name of that 1970s Austrian driver? Oh yeah, never mind.
Actually, my wife's in hospital over the road and I'm looking for a couple of magazines to take in for her.
Well, the trend these days is for scandal magazines where the paparazzi snap unsuspecting celebrities. It really gets my goat when I see that poor Duchess of Cambridge snapped unawares by the vile cretins. I just hope that whatever goes around comes around and they get their just desserts.
Karma?
I just hope that whatever goes around comes around and they get their just desserts.
I think I'll just...
Oh, well, of course, with the rising cost of all these magazines, Brexit uncertainty and what have you, I've had to change my supplier. There's still a great choice, just different titles. It's much cheaper.
So, what do you recommend?
Well, for your general interest, you've got National Geometric and Good Mousekeeping. If she likes cooking, there's Rolling Scone, Take a Cake and Waist Watchers magazine. If she's into fashion, she could have Marie Claire, Rogue or Neapolitan, which advises that this year's colours to be seen in are pink, chocolate and strawberry. If you want to go for a gossip rag, there's Tittle Tattler, Bitch, the Yorkshire Hello, Woman's Own or the Rational Inquirer. Of course, you could just take her my favourite, A Woman's Monthly.
Weekly?
My favourite, A Woman's Monthly.
Ah, forget it.
Oh, this takes me back to when I were a lad. You got all the classics here.
What can I have, Grandad?
Well, ask the man, shall we?
How can I help? What'll it be? what can I get you?
I'm just showing the lad the sweets, so it's a nice shop you've got here.
I wanted to give it a traditional feel from the 1970s, which, as we all know, was the best decade.
So, what can you recommend?
How about a quarter of ones and tens?
Isn't it hundreds and thousands?
There's a recession on.
Well, what other old favourites have you got?
Well, you've got your nut clusters, hairy marys, jelly knobs, cream ticklers, fizzy whizzers, fudge knockers, blackies, whiteys, harfy halves, tongue stainers, chalky cheese, flump fluffers, knuckle shuffle, koala cubes, tangy balls, golden fountain, apple spanker, juicy plums, wobbly tums, saggy bums, filthy mums, toothless gums, backdoor chums, chapsticks, candy fags, sandy cigars, candy roll-ups, candy crack pipe, giant jubilees, only sold in a pair. Or would you prefer a sticky finger?
Oh, I don't suppose you sell Werther's Originals.
Steady on, pal. I can't sell the hard stuff in front of the lad.
Alright, Gareth, what are you up to?
Nothing.
Not again. You're the only squirrel I know that reads the Metro.
I like keeping up with current affairs.
Don't lie to me, Gareth. You're seeing if anyone mentioned you in Rush Hour Crush.
Well, first date still hasn't got back to me.
We've been over this. Humans don't fall in love with squirrels. We just aren't compatible.
You don't know that. I've heard there are some very niche websites on the internet.
What happened to that redhead you were seeing? She seemed nice, and more significantly, was a squirrel.
I haven't heard from her. Never replied to any of my texts. She might as well be dead.
Oh yes, sorry. Still plenty more rodents in the trees.
But squirrels just don't do it for me anymore. I wanted to diversify. Imagine kissing someone with normal-sized teeth.
It feels like a Channel 5 documentary waiting to happen.
I wouldn't go for any of the weird ones. My type is a more sophisticated grey.
Well, I usually go for men with a job in finance, two estranged children and a Ferrari. They're gold diggers.
My last sophisticated grey wasn't a gold digger.
True, but, and this bit's important, they were a squirrel.
And even if they were a gold digger, I've got plenty of assets. Look, I've got my own property in Primrose Hill.
It's a tree. That girl I saw you talking to the other day, you know, she had the red fur, bushy tail, lovely pointy nose.
Oh, not her. She were way out of my league. She was a complete fox.
Sketchibit was produced and performed by Pete and Fran Langhout and featured the following sketches: Celebrities in Need, Restart Appointment, The Newsagent and Sweet Shop by Jamie McLeish and Andrew Kirkwood, PC Lap Dance by Robert Mills, Fork Off by Johnny T. Gurr, and Inner City Squirrels by Hugh Hurley. Thank you for all our submissions, keep them coming, and don't forget to like and subscribe.